Okay, so we move from films that are going to be coming out to something that's going to actually be closing. And so Disney, as we all know, owns Star Wars, and they've had tremendous success making billions and billions and billions of dollars. So a couple of years ago, and I didn't even know this existed. So a couple of years ago, they opened this hotel, okay, and it was called Galactic Star Cruiser. Now, Galactic Star Cruiser is a place you could go if you want to really, really, I mean, this is for your hardcore, die-hard cosplay type of into Star Wars kind of thing. But the kicker was it was really, really expensive. Okay. It was $6,000 for almost a 48-hour stay. So the reason I bring this up is because it's going to be closing its doors. So this comes from the THR. Disney's expensive Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel is to close less than 2 years after opening. Get this. Get a windowless theme park hotel and a mandatory stay that costs a family $6,000 per visit. Didn't work out. And by the way, here is the um, here is the room. Here is the room. Okay, $6,000. Disney has decided to shutter its Star Wars themed Galaxy Star Cruiser Hotel less than 2 years after opening it. The ultra ambitious project opened in March of 2022 near the Disney World Resort in Orlando. The Starship's final voyage will be in September. A stay roughly costing $1,200 a person for the 2-day all-inclusive interactive role-playing adventure where guests interact with characters from the sci-fi saga and enjoy themed games, food, and drink will be now closing. Now the Starship will be decommissioned and sent to the scrapyards. Star Wars Galaxy Cruiser is one of the most creative projects ever and has been praised by our guests and recognized for setting a new bar of innovation and immersive entertainment, Disney said in a statement. This premium boutique experience gives us the experience to try new things on a smaller scale of 100 rooms. As we prepare for its final voyage, we will take what we've learned to create future experiences that will reach more of us guests and fans. Indeed, Star Wars fans who visited the hotel generally had high praise for the concept, averaging a 4.5 on TripAdvisor. If you are into Star Wars and you enjoy role playing, this is absolutely worth it, wrote one reviewer. In addition to the lodging, food, it's a lot of food, park admission, including Lightning Lane, access to the rides, which you are really paying for is the experience. That is to be put on by the characters and crew members. However, notably, it is the fact that there were only 43 reviews among the guests who did not enjoy their stays. One who described the experience, quote, as like being in jail, end quote, and another who dubbed it the most expensive ripoff of my life, saying that they had to spend most of their time staring at their phone in order to participate in the role playing games. The hotel is surprisingly small, as you can see there by the picture, with few themed spaces to explore. Even the garden climate simulator, which is supposed to help with claustrophobia, is small. I really don't know why it's so tiny. There is plenty of land to work with. It doesn't feel immersive, it feels cramped. The pandemic likely made the concept a tougher sell for the virus weary given the prospect of being confined into an enclosed area for a prolonged period of time. Galactic Star Cruiser will at least be remembered for the perfect destination for families who love Star Wars and role playing and had an extra $6,000 to spare and a high tolerance for enclosed spaces. Okay, let's talk about this. Boy, oh boy, $6,000. Um, I love Star Wars. I mean, I'm not this diehard, oh my god, I can't live without it kind of guy. But I love Star Wars. I enjoy the films. I enjoy certain things. But the fact that you're paying $6,000 for 48 hours, essentially 48, almost 48 hours. I mean, you're not even getting 48 hours. You're getting, because checkout's at 10 a.m., right? So if check-in's at 1, you're not even getting 2 full days there. So the turnaround is extremely fast. Beyond that, though, can we talk about the price and what they're, in their statement, of course, they're saying, well, we're trying to, we'll learn from our experiences. Well, no kidding. It's $6,000. Okay. This premium boutique gave us the opportunity to try things on a smaller scale of 100 rooms. We'll learn to create future experiences that are more, in reach of our. How about less expensive? How about less expensive? Because that's what it comes down to. I mean, look, when you go on vacation, okay, you're going to spend money. We know that, okay? But the problem is you don't want to have to worry about anything, whether it's food, whether it's lodging, whether it's admission to the parks, anything. And I think, I mean, these bunk beds look horribly, horribly, horribly. Is it me? I mean, I'm not a claustrophobic kind of guy, but those look terribly small. I mean, that guy can barely, I don't know, maybe that guy's probably 5'8", 5'9". He could barely fit into that. Right? I mean, the beds look more, spacious than. Now, we have the video, the TV camera there, or the TV screen there. I don't know what those things are on the wall, probably an intercom. I'd love to know if it's that whole thing. I would have loved to have seen more of it. Okay? But, if you're really paying for the experience of it, I mean, how much food is, of course they're going to give you a lot of food to make you feel like, well, I'm going to get more for my money here. I go to Las Vegas all the time. And the thing is, that's why everything's so cheap in Vegas. They give you a boatload of food. I mean, you can get a steak, a decent steak, for $15.99. Okay? And it's because they're taking all your money. Okay? This is just, at the end of the day, this is closing because it's just too high priced. Call a spade a spade. It is too high priced. If it had been a week, okay, or even 5 days, that would have been manageable. I mean, look, that's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm definitely not wealthy, okay? The point is, though, if the turnaround for 48 hours, that's not worth it to me. I don't care how much you give me. 48 hours? Not a chance. I don't care how immersive. What I want for $6,000 is I want meet and greets with stars. And not only do I want meet and greets, I want autographed pictures. I want meet and greet stars. I want, I want to have lunch with the stars. That's what I want for $6,000. Okay? That's what I want. I don't want, this. You know what this reminds me of? And I looked into this because, so James Bond, okay, is actually celebrating its 60th anniversary this year. Okay. And what they have, okay, and I forgot the site off the top of my head, you can Google this if you want, is they have an experience, okay, and you can pick which experience you want, and you get to do or go to the places that Bond went to. And by the way, when I'm talking about Bond, I'm talking about the most current Daniel Craig James Bond. I'm not talking about all of the other ones. Okay. So that being said, you're going to all these places. Okay, London and Casino Royale and all these places. That being said, that's worth $6,000. That is where, I mean, I would love to go to Casino Royale. love to. Not because I'm a gambler, because to actually see it. I mean, I've been in casinos, of course, but there's something different about it. To say, oh, I've been there, there's something different about it. But $6,000 for 48 hours is a lot of money. And it's what happens if you have kids, right? Come on, kids, let's go to, Galactic Star Cruise. Okay, yeah, Dad, let's go do. And you can only stay for 2 days. Like, what? And that's if you're lucky to get on the right. Yeah, you have lightning passes and everything else. But really? Because once you check out, those things go away. You're back as this is VIP to the VIP. This is super elite. Okay, this is like a high roller in Vegas type of thing. And the problem is, first of all, you only have 100 rooms. Okay, so that just tells you how elite it is. Second of all, it's super high priced, $6,000. Okay, that means, do the math real quick. Okay, if all of the rooms are booked, and you know they are, at $6,000 in one day, they're making $6 million. Like that. $6 million. Okay? 7 days a week. And the thing is that it is so expensive to go to that they need to give you, and they need to treat you like a VIP. But when you hear that it's A, claustrophobic, good luck trying to get it in the bedrooms, okay? And B, you're on your phone most of the time because look, I the role playing experiences aren't the best. I can only eat so much for $6,000, guys. I think that had this been cut in half, okay, and it had been $3,000, that would have been worthwhile. But for $6,000, I want, not only do I want VIP treatment, okay, I want all my food paid for. I want lightning passes. I want a meet and greet with celebrities, and I want to have lunch with them. That's what I want for $6,000. But this, to me, there's no way I would pay $6,000 for that. Not a chance. Anyways, guys, and like I said, I like Star Wars. So, anyways, guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about Galactic Star Cruiser? Would you spend $6,000 to go there for 48 hours? Would you do that? Have you done that? Have you paid higher prices for theme parks and everything in Disney and everything else? Leave me your thoughts down in the comments. I'm going to get back to everybody.